Good morning, everyone. Welcome here to Riki Raceway for the first race of the season for the PCSRA Camping World Truck Series. Yes, it's been a few days since I released the qualifying deal. That was back on Thursday. We were supposed to have done the race Friday. I had to work. That got postponed. I was supposed to have done the race yesterday, uh, but it didn't feel like it, so I moved it to Easter Sunday. I want to wish everybody a happy Easter before we get started, and hope everybody's off to their having a good Easter. There's the grid over here to your right. And of course, Nikita Kuznetsov on the pole position, alongside of Ashton Lewis Jr., Skylar Taylor, and Alexander Underwood. Complete row number 2. I'm going to be using the 2016 point system on my notepad because I don't know how to get score 4 to work, because I have the score 4 light and it won't let me add like a point system and all that. So if anybody wants to help me as far as that's concerned, leave me a DM on Discord and we'll go from there. All right, let's get these trucks moving. I don't have anything else to say other than I'm really excited about this race. Let me check if all the trucks have rolled off properly. Looks like they have. So it looks like we're not going to have any mechanical problems. A lot of drivers who are excited about this race. A lot of drivers, have never raced on this channel before. This is their first opportunity. A lot of drivers who are veterans on this channel, like Quentin Moore, Nathan Orman. Can't wait to see how they can do in a truck. And should be a lot of fun here today. Of course, this being season 1, all of the 42 drivers are not going to be considered rookie drivers since it is the first year of the series, so there you go. I'll do my best to put the points in the Discord, because like I said, I'm going to be using the 2016 point system, because I like that point system better than the playoff system. I do love the playoff system, but I think 2016 point system sounds better. But anyway, enough of me blabbering about the point system. We're about to go racing, boys and girls. And Season 1 of the Camping World Truck Series is green. Let's go truck racing at Riki, boys and girls. And in the words of Sean Art, time for him to wreck the field, which that's his famous line he likes to say. Kuznetsov currently the leader here as we get down to the back straightaway, but Skylar Taylor looking to his inside, as Skylar's going to look to take the lead in the 45 for Nice Motorsports. It looks like Skylar's going to lead his first lap of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 2016 point system up and take you out, because I don't want you to see what I got for next year. Actually, it's a 1 point for Skylar because she led the first lap, so that's a bonus point. This is the point system I'm going to be using. 40th, 39th, all the way down to 1 point. And I will try to put it in the... I'll probably put it in score 4 just to adjust the points. So... Quentin Moore, currently the leader in the G2G Toyota. But here comes, that is the 42 of Austin Shaw making his debut on this channel. Austin Shaw going to lead a lap, so a bonus point for him. Maxie Chilton in the 04. Maxie Chilton in the 04. He's all the way up to second. He started all the way back in the 19th position. He's already up to second, looking for the race lead. I'll actually save the results so that way I can see who led a lap. And when I put the points in, I'll put it in the Discord, as I said. If not, I'll just use the regular score 4 that I've been using, which, by the way, the score 4 is the light version. Yeah, there's score 4. I didn't want to spoil something. Hola, Senor Sean. As Samet Ozcon's going for the race lead. In the words of Sean Art, he's ready to wreck the field on Easter Sunday. Brian James to the inside. Nathan Warman in the 24 machine for GMS Racing. Cody Smart coming to the inside in that 38 machine. Nathan Orman was given a warning for what happened in the President's chats. Oh, Senor Sean's tired. Well, Sean's not the only one who's tired. I'm also tired too, because I woke up like a couple hours ago, so. Connor Breton in the 35. Gonna take the lead, and I think that's one of the Kyle Busch Motorsports trucks. It is. That's Jared Underhill in the 51. As the 35 truck currently the leader. 60 laps these drivers are doing today. These drivers will have to make a pit stop because they cannot make it 60 laps on a tank of fuel. The most that these trucks can go on the CTS physics is roughly 44. So these drivers are going to have to make a pit stop at some point in this race. Mitchell Hodak driving for GMS Racing, going to go for second place on Jared Underhill. Going to be something I'm going to have to get used to with all the names and all that. I had 2 people watching in the chat. Zachary Taylor right behind Mitchell Hodak, and that is one of the Thor Sports trucks, and that is Senor Sean Art. Hodak going to go for the race lead. And Senor Sean's going to go to the inside line for second. They're 3 wide right there. That's Desiree Voiles in the 28, who was in the middle of that 3 wide. And Hodak going to lead that lap, so bonus point for him. Frank Underhill there. Here he is for Hamar Friesen in the Toyota. Kyle Langland's taking it 3 wide. The white truck was up in the wall, near in the wall. I couldn't tell who that was. That would be Connor Breton, who got nearly close to that wall in that 35. Hodak currently the leader, but here comes Frank Underhill, and that's, I believe, Josh Harmon in the 84. Yes, it is.
I never really seen police
Oh. I didn't do it.
They just drove by.
I didn't do it. Just kidding. Max T. Chilton trying to take a peek underneath Josh Harmon, thought better of it. As we're on lap number 12 of 60. Sorry about the score. NR in the way. That's Anna Steiner in the 97. Of course, the 9 car we mentioned was out of CR9 Motorsports. This is their teammate. Oh, that little noise in the background. I don't know what that was. Checking back here at the rear of the field. Austin Sean's back here. So is outside pole sitter Ashton Lewis. So Matt Oscon's back here. So is Race Takayama. So far, everybody minding their P's and Q's. As the 84, Josh Harmon still your race leader. That would be an N-word for you, Steven.
I know.
The N-word as a not close, not the N-word that's the offensive one. Jesse Art in the 4, sorry. Currently coming her way up to the 4th position. That's Alexander Underwood. Arena McShane, who was in 2nd. Alexander Underwood in the 34 out of Ream Brothers Racing. Kyler Anderson, the 75. Running the Parker Kligerman truck at Daytona. There's Priya McShane in the 32. Chris Maley in the 30. So far, these drivers just keeping it calm and collective. Excuse me. Yeah, that tells you how tired I am. Prudence Martindale underneath Mitchell Hodak in the 23. There's Matthew Hubert back here at the rear of the field. Takioma's back here. Kyle Langland's back here. Quentin Moore's back here. So not surprising seeing some of the slower teams at the rear of the field, but seeing some faster teams at the rear of the field. Maybe this is strategy. Maybe these drivers are thinking we could end up having the big one pretty soon. Sam Bright in the 96 started all the way back in 39th. Didn't have a good qualifying, but qualifying doesn't matter on a super speedway. It's where you finish that matters. Frank Underhill in the 52. And who is that on the inside? I believe that's Fitzwater, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. That 13 machine. Haven't seen Fitzwater up at the front until now. Zachary Fitzwater also getting some help from... That's Tatiana Naguera in the 22. Yes, it is. Hadn't seen Tatiana until just now. And looks like Fitzwater's going to barely lead that lap, but allow Tatiana to take the lead. Tatiana Naguera currently going to have the probably one of many drivers who are going to have an advantage. Of course, Tatiana Naguera. Here's a novel concept. Tatiana Naguera is driving the 22. She normally drives the 11, which, well, actually, she's going to drive the 11 in the Truck Series, the Coca-Cola Truck Series next season. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get comfy. Trying to get comfortable. That's why I'm moving the damn phone where I need to hold it still. Tatiana Naguera, of course, going to be running full-time in the Coca-Cola Truck Series next season. And by the way, I'll mention this. Any of the drivers that are first-timers on this channel, you're more than welcome to be a part of the Coca-Cola Truck Series. I'll probably have to make, like, division racing to make sure everybody has a ride. If it's probably one of these rides that I'll do. And this is, by the way, excluding Cody Smart, Nathan Orman, Jesse, and Sean Art, as far as that's concerned. Of course, none of these 42 drivers in this series has had previous Truck Series experience on this channel, with the possible exception of Jesse and Sean Art, who just came from Bristol Dirt and ran the truck race just a few days ago. Of course, with the exception of those two, none of these drivers in this series have Truck Series experience. And of course, the reason I bring up Sean and Jesse Art is because they are both still running the Truck Series season, the Coca-Cola Truck Series season. Which they're going to be a one and done as far as those drivers are concerned. The two I just mentioned. Josh Harmon's just enjoying that clean air, but when you're out in front, you're just using up a lot more fuel versus like the 19 who's right behind the 84. You're using up less fuel. And if this thing does go into a long green flag run, we may end up seeing drivers try to stretch their fuel and possibly go a little bit further than what they originally planned. Of course, yes, this is a 60-lap race, but if we get a caution at some point in this race, then these drivers can make it to the end on fuel. I don't think tires are going to be the issue. I think it's going to be fuel mileage that's going to play a major role into this. Bradley Ream right there pushing the 15 of Rena McShane. Connor Breton now the race lead. William Donuts back here at the rear of the field. Chris Maley as well. There's Bianchi. I haven't talked much about Lucian. I think Lucian's just trying to stay out of trouble and not get involved in the big one, as we're nearing the halfway point of this race. As I just say, hello, pace truck. And the 15 takes the lead again. And Rena McShane started 41st. As Maxie Chilton currently the leader. Who's that pushing him? Okay, that's the 99. Becky Sokolov. Don't worry, I'm still getting used to saying all these names and all that, yada, 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 so. There's Samet Ozkan. As he's going to take the lead. Of course, he's driving for Tricon Garage. Samet Ozkan, the only Swedish driver in the PCSRA other than Chloe and Ben Eriksson, who took part in yesterday's dirt race in the Monster Energy Series at Springfield, which, by the way, if you guys have not watched the Springfield race and you missed out on that race, the link will be up in the top right-hand corner. Brian James going for the race lead. Driving for Nice Motorsports in the 41. Of course, he's got his driver, Austin Shaw, and also, of course, Grace. Now I just went brain dead on the left. Oh, Takayama. Sorry, I'm getting old here, so bear with me. So bear. All right. And speaking of Austin Shaw, there he is. He's coming up here to the front, bringing Nikita Kuznetsov up here at the front. Speaking of the 42, so. And now Mitchell Hodak is in the middle of a knee sandwich with the 41 and the 42. And looks like Austin Shaw is going to go with his teammate. Of course, there is no team orders here in the Truck Series. So we're halfway home. 31 laps about to be completed. Hodak's going to go for the race lead. Zachary Taylor in the 11 car, the 11 truck, excuse me. The Safe Light Toyota out of Tricon Garage going for the race lead as Kuznetsov is back to the race lead as I'm about to get interrupted by Blue Jr. And Taylor looks like he's going to go for the race lead. He's got, I think that's Frank yeah, that's Frank Underhill. Frank's had a quiet run so far today. Jeff Scott, who had to start last, didn't have a good qualifying in that 33 out of Reagan Brothers Racing. Now he's going to be 3 wide. Of course, 52 is going to be way up the track with no friends. And that is Sam Bright in the 96. In the 30, who started 39th. Now going for the race lead, holding off Quentin Moore. And Cody Smart. Need to be careful. Nearly chopped off Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy cut him a break, but Fitzwater said, Cody, you better be careful because I don't want to turn you and cause a massive accident. Quentin Moore in the 46. Here comes Fitzy to the race lead. Zachary Fitzwater. And you also have noticed the 13, the 98, the 88, and the 99 are driving Ford F-Series, which is Thor Sport. Fitzwater, I believe, led that lap. He did by 2 1,000ths. It's Mitchell Hodak going to go back to the race lead. Chris Maley right behind him in second. Kyle Langland's up here in the Rackley War 25. Kyle Langland right there. There's William Donuts right there. Haven't seen Dylan Matthews here at the front. The other Thor Sport truck. I've been seeing Fitzwater, Sean, and Sokolov. I have not seen the 88. As the 43 looks like she's about to lose the draft if she's not careful. And she's trying to catch up to Priya McShane. That's not good if you lose the draft here in this race. It looks like the 43 is trying to keep up with the draft. Because we have not had drivers lose the draft just yet. And the 43 could be our first victim of losing the draft, which would be a shame if you lose the draft. Unless something dramatic happens between now and then. Jarrett, nice motivational tutor. As Jarrett Underhill's going for the race lead. Ashton Lewis now in second. A lot of these truck drivers come in this race with high hopes of trying to get a good result to start off the season. Okay, TMI. Plus, I had that recorded, so. But as I was saying, as Bradley Ream's going to take the lead, all these 42 drivers come in this race with high hopes of trying to become the Season 1 Camping World Truck Series champions. Or champion, rather. Not champions. Well, the team would be the champions, but you know what I mean. Bradley Ream in the 16. Trying to lead that lap. I think he barely led that lap. Nope, 75 took it. That was Kyler Anderson. Your driver just beat your T-motor there. And of course, it was Bradley Ream, drivers 1-2 last time by at the line. There's Bianchi. He's up here in second. And looky there, Tatiana Guerra right there. There's two of the two drivers from Frank's team up here at the front. Tatiana Guerra going to go underneath Anna Steiner. Of course, Anna Steiner made news today that she's going to go Coca-Cola Truck Series racing next season. Now, the only way she could get into that full-time spot is if she gets a charter, which I think that will probably get taken care of. Wouldn't that be interesting to see two Steiners on the grid? Of course, Maria Steiner is going to be running for Daniel Voiles Racing next season. And we got some trucks already pitting. Hubert's coming in, so is Scott, so is Arena McShane, Cody Smart, Hodak, Martindale, Sean Art, Bradley Ream, Desiree Voiles, all coming to pit road. What that did is broke up the pack there for a sec. Now we'll see who's going to be the next group of drivers to come to pit road. It better not be Toby, because I do not want to talk to Toby. That's trying to call this house. Trying to make sure nobody causes an incident. A lot of trucks coming to pit road there. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. We got a wreck in the back. Got a wreck in the back. I saw somebody smoking. Because he's being a baby. Oh, the 42's got damaged. William Donut's involved. Dylan Matthews got a piece of it. And this will not bring out the yellow, but this is replay worthy. Ooh, somebody made contact up there. Who was that? Oh, the 17 made contact. That was Cement Oscon. That was because drivers were trying to come to pit road. And Cement just ran in the back of Zachary Fitzwater. Nowhere for William Donuts to go. He's going to get the outside save for Barrett. Who was that just nearly got clipped? That was the 34. That was the 34 who just barely snuck through. That was Alexander Underwood. Dylan Matthews got a piece of it. So did William Donuts and Austin Shaw. That's a tough break for those drivers. They're out of the race as a result. Oh, boy. That was not what you need. That was actually the last thing you needed is get taken out of an incident. And like I said, that was all because drivers were just trying to come to pit road, trying to get on the pit road. Sam Bright nearly got in the Arena McShane there. They're saying the 99 is the leader. There's the 99. With the 32 about to take possibly the lead of the race. That's Priya McShane. Now they're 3 wide for the race lead. That didn't bring out the yellow, however. The incident coming to pit road. And William Donuts and Austin Shaw are sadly out of the race. Tough break for those two. Now the 16 they're saying is the leader. Let me find the 16 real quick. There's the 16. Now the 23. Okay, now we're back up with the leaders. And Dylan Matthews is about to get put a lap down as a result. Oh, there they go. We're wrecking, boys. We're wrecking. Dylan Matthews made contact with the 23, and that's going to bring out a yellow. Just didn't realize the leaders were coming, and the caution is out. And looks like Arena McShane will lead us back to our first caution of the day. Wonder if the 88 didn't realize the leaders were coming. Well, remember, Dylan Matthews was involved in the pit lane incident where he got a piece of somebody and didn't realize the leaders were coming, and when he realized the leaders were coming, it was too late. Let's see. I mean, Mitchell Hodak had a huge run. It's just the 88 just didn't see the 23, and it was too late. Desiree Voiles got sideswiped the Menards Ford F-Series. Hodak got the wall up. Didn't make it. Sean Art got in the 88. The good news is Sean Art wrecked the field. The bad news is Sean Art got involved in a wreck. And now Sean's going to say his favorite word in about 3 seconds. Which is his favorite word that starts with an R. But it appeared to me like the 88 just didn't see the 23 coming. Because remember, the 88 was involved in the incident. Here's another look. Yeah, the leaders were going like, I think 180 something. I don't know, something like that. As that was not the right. Okay, we missed that contact. But yeah, right there in the Desiree Voiles. Hodak's going to slap the wall there. Sean Art's going to get a piece of his teammate. And his teammate's going to back it in the inside wall. Saw something like that in the test race for the Coca-Cola Truck Series. Where somebody LePaged the field, and when they did, just didn't see the leaders coming. I want to go back and figure out how the 88 got damaged. Who did the 88 hit? Give you another angle of the incident. This is why, let's see, okay, pay attention to the 17 right here. Let's actually go here. Pay attention to the 17. See, all these leaders right here, they're slowing down, trying to get down the pit road speed. The 17 just doesn't realize Fitzwater's slowing down. Hate that for William Donuts, who was having a solid run, and then, boy, I don't know how the 34 didn't get a piece of it, and then Frank Underhill gets spun. Austin Shaw got a piece of it. Zachary Taylor got a piece of the 42, and that's how Dylan Matthews got involved, ran into the 2 truck. But Frank didn't hit anything, so Frank should be okay. Zachary Taylor did get a piece of that incident, as Dylan Matthews still working on his truck on pit road. But a lot of trucks involved. And like I said, that was the reason the yellow didn't come out. And the bad news for the 12 is, looks like the 12 is a lap down. That's Michael Brown. Not entirely sure. Let me find out why he's a lap down. Looks like, oh, he must have had an unscheduled pit stop. That might be why. Apparently something was wrong with his truck. Let me see. When did he come to pit road? Oh, he came to pit road before the yellow came out. So apparently an unscheduled pit stop on the 12 truck. Yeah, he came to pit road because he was with Maxie Chilton. So it looks like an unscheduled pit stop here, and looks like he may... I don't think we're inside the 10 to go. So we're gonna only have only a double file restart, because like I said, we're not inside the 10 to go yet. As we'll go over the field, out of the race, as I mentioned, the 42 and the 2. So Arena McShane is the leader, Desiree Voiles in second, Bradley Remus third, Kyler Anderson fourth, Sam Bright fifth, Skylar Taylor is sixth. Have we gotten the one to go signal? Yes is the answer. Prudence Martindale seventh, Tatiana Gora is eighth, Ashton Lewis Jr. is ninth, and and the one of Matthew Hubert, is 10th. Lucian Bianchi is 11th, Priya McShane is 12th, Jeff Scott 13th, Anna Steiner 14th, with Cody Smart in 15th. 16th is the 19 Arvid Sokolov. Sean Art 17th. We'll see if that damage really is going to hurt Sean coming up to restart. On the restart, Carlos Rodriguez 18th, Jesse Art 19th, 20th is Nathan Orman, 21st Kyle England, 22nd Nikita Kuznetsov, 23rd Chris Maley, 24th Connor Breeden with Boris Sokolov in 25th, Josh Harmon 26th, 27th Alexander Underwood, who nearly got collected in that pit lane incident, Mark Underhill 28th, 29th Jared Underhill, and 30th Grace Takayama. 31st, Maxie Chilton. 32nd, Brian James. 33rd, Quentin Moore. 34th, Frank Underhill. 35th, Samet Ozcon. 36th, Zachary Taylor. 37th, Zachary Fitzwater. The Zachary Show. Mitchell Hodak in 38th. 39th, Michael Brown. And 40th is Dylan Matthews. And, of course, I mentioned out of the race, Austin Shaw 41st and William Donuts in 42nd. So not the start of the season those two lads we're hoping for. As we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing, as we have 11 to go, as we're going to go back to green. Michael Brown is up to speed. Dylan Matthews, I think, is still damaged and off the pace. Unless they got his truck fixed. Gonna take these drivers a full lap to get back up to speed. Marina McShane and Michael Brown. That's a tough break for Michael Brown, this yellow didn't really help him at all. So Michael Brown's just trying to get back on the lead lap. At the same time, Bradley Ream's going to try to pass the 12, because the 12 is going to definitely play a factor in who's going to win this race. Checking back here. Looks like Sean Art is going the wrong way, as looked like that damage he got from hitting his teammates really threw him off the pace. Bradley Ream currently now the leader. And of course, everybody in this lead pack, with the exception of the 12, is battling for the win. Rhea McShane in this battle for the win, so is Cody Smart. Carlos Rodriguez there. Jesse Art in the Ford truck, who managed to sneak through. She's about to put herself in contention. Of course, we talked about Sean Art, who's yet to go to victory lane in the Foster Series. Jesse Art went to victory lane at Rockingham, North Carolina earlier this season in Fosters. And a novel concept. She's the only female driver who's locked into the playoffs as of now in the Foster Series. How would it be for her to be the possibly go to victory lane? But Kyle Langland's about to say otherwise. Jesse Art now in second. Carlos Rodriguez is now the leader. Senor Sean said Jesse is the Death Cubs. By the way, Sean, you did wreck the field. That's the good news. Dylan Matthews is off the pace. Anna Steiner looks like she's off the pace there. And there's Senor Sean all the way down in 37th. It's like Nathan Orman's off. Nathan Orman is going to not have a good finish, but the good thing is this is only race 1 of the season. I don't know if I've already released the schedule. I've released the schedule in Discord, and I don't know where we're going next. If somebody nicely wants to look and see where we're going for race 2, let me know in the chat. As Jesse Art driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Really weird seeing Jesse Art and Jared Underhill as teammates. Really weird seeing that. And there's Mark Underhill in second. And here comes Grace Takayama. Looks like she was about to lose the draft until the pit stops came around. Now here she is in this lead pack for GMS. As she's now all over the back of the Bama Buggies Chevrolet, and here she goes to the lead. Sokolov is up here. I see Naguera's up here with 3 laps of racing to go. Wouldn't that be big if Tatiana Naguera wins in the season opener? That would please Frank very happy in the chat. Well, on Discord, of course. Would like to see Frank be happy about his driver winning. I know he'll rewind the stream and do a happy cheer. How about Prudence Martindale? She's still up here in the battle for this win. Prudence Martindale, part of David Heller's team. As we're coming down to 2 to go, where's the 88? He's in turn number 1. He's going 170. He's about 20 miles an hour slower. Remember, that 12 car is going to also play a factor in who's going to win this race. Because Michael Brown, let me confirm that's Michael Brown. Yeah, Michael Brown, he's not on the lead lap. He's a lap down. He could play a major factor into this, along with Dylan Matthews. I know this is not the start of the season that Michael Brown was hoping for. Unless I wrote the schedule in here. Let me see if I wrote the schedule in here. So we're coming to the white flag. As I am straight up. No, that's the roster. Mother trucker. I did not make the schedule on here. Damn it. At least it's on Discord. As Brian James is taking the lead. Don't think they'll catch Dylan Matthews. It'll be very close if they catch him. Down the back straightaway for the last time. Here comes, as that is not what I want, you stupid NR. And somebody's going to have to go quote that. As here comes Kyler Anderson. Kyler Anderson just timed his move perfectly. Off of turn 4, it's going to be a drag race, and Kyler Anderson's going to win it, Riki. Had it been one more lap, they would have caught. They would have caught the 88 had it been one more lap. And Kyler Anderson, has he locked himself a spot into this season's Camping World Truck Series chase for the championship. Bravo. Kyler did a great job setting up Brian James. And Kyler Anderson getting an underfunded team like Henderson Motorsports into the playoffs. That's pretty darn good if you ask me.
I'm gonna go that.
We'll be here. Quentin Moore will end up second. Great run for Quentin. Brian James, who led the white flag, he'll have to settle for third, but a great start to the season for him. Chris Maley in fourth. Bradley Ream fifth. His driver won the race, so Bradley Ream's going to be very delighted about that. Good quiet run for Maxie Chilton in sixth. I bet Maxie will be very delighted. That will definitely please his team owner, Frank. If I misspell Frank's last name, I'm sorry. I think it's Cowbolis or something like that. Frank, if I misspelled your name, your YouTube name, I do apologize. But Kyle Langland will get 7th, Prudence Martindale 8th, Connor Breton 9th, and Sam Bright comes away with 10th. He started 39th. He ended up finishing 10th. Good run for him. Top 15 was completed by Arena McShane, Frank Underhill, Tatiana Nagora, Lucci, and Bianchi. How funny is that? Two drivers from Frank's team right here, Bianchi and Nagora, finishing right behind one another. That's going to be interesting. And Grace Takayama. Then the rest of your top 20 was Jared Underhill, Jesse Art, Matthew Hubert, Abek Sokolov, and Jeff Scott complete the top 10. Look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Oh boy, a lot of drivers did not need bad results. Nathan Orman 30th, Cody Smart ended up 25th. Let's see, Senor Sean 35th. That's not what Senor Sean needed. Desiree Voiles 37th. Looks like Desiree must have gotten held up by all those drivers that were off the pace. Zachary Taylor 33rd. Trying to see. Yeah, Jesse outbeat Sean, and it was not even close. But Jarrett Underhill had a good run in 16th. Steiner was actually the last truck to finish on the lead lap. And by the way, it was like near 50 degrees here at Riki. Michael Brown, Dylan Matthews finished a lap down. Matthews, due to being involved in that, in that incident, coming to pit road and then getting into who's the driver that I'm thinking of? I just went brain dead, and I just can't believe I just went brain dead for a second. Mitchell Hodak. That's who it was. Sorry, I'm getting old, and I know I'm going to get tackled by Senor Sean, and yes, I'm getting old. But in all fairness, of course, Matthews was involved in that incident that unfortunately took Austin Shaw and William Donuts out of this race because they were the only two trucks that didn't finish the race. And of course, Matthews and Hodak will probably have an interesting chat about what happened on the back straightaway. And tough break for Senor Sean. Of course, Cement Ozcon, who was, by the way, the one that started that whole pit lane collision I seriously doubt Zachary Fitzwater is going to be too happy with Cement Ozcon, so there's going to be words between those two drivers as far as that's concerned in the garage area. And probably not going to be pleasant words, I think, but like I said, it looked to me like the 17 just didn't realize the 13 was trying to come to pit road, and unfortunately took a lot of good trucks that shoulda coulda had good results here today. Unfortunately, took them out of contention for a good result. So that's a shame for them. But Kyler Anderson can't be too disappointed. He is your winner here today at Riki Raceway, and he will be the points leader heading into next week's race, which I do not know where we're going next week. I'll have to look on the Discord deal. Looks like I did not put the schedule in here. I only have the roster in here, so I will figure out where we are going for this series next week. And I do not know what day the next race will be, but whenever that will be, whenever I'm not busy with work, I will let you guys know in Discord. But that's going to do it from Riki Raceway. Congratulations to Kyler Anderson on the victory. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race from Riki. An interesting race, one caution, but Sean did get his carnage and all that, yada, yada, yada. If you guys enjoyed this race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. Please be sure to join the PCSRA Discord. Link will be in the description once the stream is over. We've already shown you your full finish results. You will see your point standings in the Discord heading into next week's race, which I will have to try to make sure to write the schedule down so I can have it up on my notepad. So we'll see you guys next time for race 2. Whenever I'm not busy with work and all that. But until then, I've been Daniel Voles signing off. Thanks for tuning in to today's amazing Truck Series race here at Riki Raceway, as you've been watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV celebrating 13 years of existence, the best in our racing since 2017. So long from Riki Raceway. Sportsnet PCSRA is next. Goodbye, everybody.